Okay, got my 01 F250 out here, 7.3 diesel. It's going to do a couple things to it. I'm not going to go through the install necessarily, but I am going to be putting on a wicked wheel, spring-loaded wastegate control, both from diesel site. It's actually wicked wheel too. And since I got all that apart and I'm going to have a turbo off, I'm going to go ahead and put some up pipes as well, and do an exhaust back pressure valve delete. Got everything laid out here. This kit from eBay, I believe. It comes with the new wire going into the turbo exhaust and the up pipes. Here, just kind of doing those just because, like I said, I'm going to have it as apart as I am, be down to them basically. And these aren't stainless steel, but you know, they're aluminized pipe. And so I thought, well, I might as well put them on. And there was only 90 bucks for this set I got off of eBay. So then of course, here's a wicked wheel too from diesel site. And I hope my turbo shaft's not too loose, because it was after I opened it. Well, I guess before I opened it, but I'm old fashioned. I like to look at all my parts. But it says if that seal's broken, you can't return it. So maybe coming to eBay soon. But they actually do send you a set of pedestal O-rings for where the turbo mounts on the pedestal here. So you can actually pull the turbo off, and that's what you're supposed to do with it. But, also from diesel side, I got this wastegate controller. It replaces the actuator, and it's actually just a spring-loaded adjustment, so that when it gets the proper pressure on it, it just relieves. So it's supposed to cure any spill by you have on your wastegate. That's apparently a common issue with the factory wastegate control. Even if you go to like one of those Banks big head diaphragms, they're a temporary fix at best, at least from things I've read. So obviously you have your opinion on that. And I can't say because I hadn't had that either. But going together with this, and then I'm also doing the exhaust back pressure valve delete, which involves this outlet piece on the turbo housing. I'm going to change out. Factory housing has the back pressure valve. It's just a butterfly valve in this piece right here. So I'm going to remove that piece, replace it with this one. And then I'm also going to delete the actuator off of the pedestal, because the factory pedestal has an arm that comes out to control that valve, and that's a typical source of oil leak on these things as well. In addition to, it's a pain in the neck keeping the exhaust back pressure valve sensor cleaned out, because it's a piece of tubing run off your manifold. And I could go clean that out and all that, but I'll just take it off. Supposedly the main reason for that back pressure valve is warming the motor up when it's extra cold outside, but I live in Texas and it gets cold, but it don't get that cold. But it also comes with O-rings. Obviously your O-rings for your pedestal, but then the O-rings that will go here to supply your oil to your turbo through your pedestal. So anyway, I think I paid, it was like $225 for this kit off of eBay, and it was actually a Garrett part number for this stuff. So I paid like $220 for this on eBay. Again, I paid about $90 for this kit. And this stuff is what cost the good money. This, I believe this was a $229, and this was $189 or something to that effect. And diesel site is pretty much the only place you can find it. And if you even can find it at a different website, it's the same price. So I just got it from them, and then it's a done deal. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Before we get the parts put on though, take it for a test drive. Got to get a baseline for see what kind of difference it's going to make. My main purpose for doing all this is, I've heard the back pressure valve can be a source of part of your loss of fuel mileage. I'm sure everybody that's had a 7.3 has experienced this. When this truck was bought, it used to get about 16, 17 miles a gallon, and it's just tapered off over time. I have trouble with exhaust temp, even with a 4-inch back exhaust on it. I have no other modifications done to the engine itself, short of a cold air intake and the exhaust and a TS4 position chip. It's a pretty old chip. It was on the truck when it was bought in '06. So I don't know exactly what it is, to be honest, but I'm assuming it's a TS chip. But it's over 10 years old at least, so that's why I'm guessing it's only 4 positions. And then I'm also having a surge issue when I'm pulling a trailer. So that's my main reason for getting the Wicked wheel as well. So my main objective here is to cure the surge when I'm pulling a trailer, and also hopefully help increase my fuel mileage a little bit. But like I said, I'm gonna go take it out on a quick little run and get a baseline for everything, and just doing this to show the difference it makes there, and we'll see how it all comes out. So in the meantime, I may come back with a shot or two of what I'm doing, but I'm not going to go through any detail on installation. So hopefully we'll just be seeing results. There's tons of installation videos for this stuff, so I'm not going to go through all that. There's plenty of that information out there, but hopefully shed some light on what spending the money on all this stuff will do altogether. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some results.